It's your moment. Look,
Sorry, Governor.
I got some young people. They can figure out, you know, that you and I
got
won't
it. I'm
figure
doing
this.
fine. I'm
Okay.
doing fine.
All right.
Sorry, I did write it down, and I wanted you to explicitly hear what I had to ask and get your explicit question answer. Governor, you said you want to balance the budget in 8 years.
Right.
And
Glad you
then-
did that. We're making progress.
With our current Congress, which is bought with campaign donations, would you be able to stop the bridges to nowhere and unneeded fighter planes that cost billions of taxpayer dollars? What steps would you take to make sure budget decisions are made for voters and not for special interests?
Is this...
Oh, wait a minute.
Take that off your wrist there. Okay. Now, how am I doing? Can somebody get a picture of this? Come on. This is the ultimate self. No, this is recording me, right? It has a little... Okay. Here, that was a very good question, all right? And let me just tell you, I had not talked about him, but I'm going to talk about Warren Rudman. And I understand that our great senator back here, you think this man back here ever let some interest group tell him how to vote? And he made one of the eulogies I just heard yesterday at Warren Rudman's funeral. Rudman didn't care about who the heck gave him money. I could care less who gives me money. Now, I heard at the last event that Warren Rudman had a plan, Senator, to give the small donors more influence in these campaigns. Interesting idea. I know every time we pass campaign finance reform, we end up with a system and say, why did we do this? I'm totally open to campaign finance reform. We can figure out something that will work. But you know, you can't legislate character. I'd love to tell you we could write a law and everybody'd be great. That's what we're doing. We're using law, substituting law for individual character. But that doesn't work. Okay, we have all the laws in the world, but it's up to the people who go in office. Now let's talk about specifics. You didn't know this, but I worked with Ron Dellums, a very liberal Democrat, to restrict the development of the B-2 bomber. That bomber was going to cost $1 billion apiece. The Pentagon wanted 132, and I wanted 13, and we reached an agreement that we would build 20. Okay? How do you feel the defense industry felt about me? Okay? I'm not interested in doing things that are going to drive that number up. I don't know who the heck had the idea of that debt clock, but whoever it is was brilliant, Shrimph. I can refer to that every time they ask a question. So what I have to do is to lead to say, we can't do that. And if you check me in Ohio, you'll see that's what I do. That's what I do. I just say, no, I'm sorry, we can't do that. And I'm really not, I don't really care about the special interest group. But you know what happens? When the leader doesn't care, it mitigates the caring of others. Do you see what I mean by that?
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to do. Because if I don't do that, then I'm selling the country down the drain. That doesn't mean it's simple. It doesn't mean it's black and white. But it means you got to do your job. And you got to be an adult. As my wife told me one time after I did something dumb, she said, you know, you're the father of Ohio, why don't you act like it? Okay? So, wait till you meet her. I can't wait. She'll be coming up this fall when the kids are out of school. So I don't know if that answers it for you.